In today's episode, we're going to talk about the truth about taking too many supplements. I've seen hundreds of clients over the past 5 years, and one of the things that I often notice with clients who are trying to heal from eczema, gut issues, symptoms is a lot of them take too many supplements, and it can actually be detrimental to their bodies and to their healing. And so if you're someone listening right now who wants to take supplements, or you are taking supplements and you're noticing maybe symptoms that are showing up that aren't healing, then this episode is going to be for you. As a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take supplements. In my practice, I often recommend supplements to help my clients address root causes. However, I do see a lot of cases of clients who are taking way too many supplements, causing detox reactions that their body cannot handle, and actually have seen way better results from taking less. So let's first talk about the rise in supplement use over the last 10, 20 years. There has been a significant increase in the use of dietary supplements, whether that's herbs or vitamins, weight loss supplements. And according to statistics, the value of dietary supplements was estimated to be $152 billion in 2021. And they're estimating that by 2028, the worth will increase to $300 billion. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of fucking money in the supplement industry. You can also see in the market nowadays, there's all these new brands. When you're scrolling on Instagram or looking on TikTok, everyone's selling a new supplement brand. Everyone's selling a new vitamin that claims to help with skin, help with gut, help with digestion. It's a very saturated market out there when it comes to supplements. And you really don't know what you're getting sometimes until you really dive into the research, hopefully, that they've done with their supplements prior to selling them. This is why I'm such a big advocate when it comes to choosing the right supplements, especially professional grade ones that are third-party tested, actually been research conducted on these supplements. And there's only a few brands that I really use. Other than that, I try to stay away from brands that aren't as reputable. With chronic conditions and inflammation on the rise globally, it's obvious that us consumers want to look for natural alternatives to support healing, especially if you're someone who wants more of a holistic approach and you're noticing that conventional medicine maybe isn't working for you anymore. That leads to a lot of us looking for natural alternatives, whether it's supplements, herbs, seeking products that are more natural. But just like medications, there's always a risk. There are always side effects. For those of you who are going through topical steroid withdrawal, or you've been on medications all your life, you will notice that there are crazy side effects when it comes to taking different kinds of medications. But that kind of goes the same when it comes to supplements as well. Supplements can actually be very dangerous. There's tons of studies that actually reported toxicity with certain vitamins because there are certain levels of vitamins that you can take before it can actually cause damage to your body. And then there's also research on weight loss supplements that have caused harm to people's bodies. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I just want to share with you that while supplements are helpful, we have to be careful with selecting supplements and not overdosing. I believe in the next decade, more and more people are going to focus more on holistic approaches to healing, using supplements as a tool to help support their journeys. This episode is going to help you think about how to choose supplements safely and effectively. I have tons of clients who come to me with eczema, obviously, but also other symptoms. Clients who experience chronic fatigue, they have all sorts of hormonal imbalance, they're experiencing PMS, they have very low iron stores, or they have iron deficiency. And oftentimes when I'm assessing my clients, they always send me their list of supplements. Out of all the clients I've seen over the past 5 years, the clients who are on more than 10 to 15 supplements, yes, there are clients who take over 10 to 15 supplements, actually struggle the most with healing. And how I see it is, there's research behind this as well. When you're just throwing supplements at your body without really understanding your root causes or the biology of your body and how it functions, then it can actually exacerbate symptoms because oftentimes you might just be adding fuel to the fire. For example, if a client has severe candida, a lot of people go on candida cleanses, they take a bunch of natural antifungals, they go on a very strict diet, and they're doing a liver cleanse, all the detox supplements to get rid of candida out of their body. However, it actually backfires in a way because if your digestion is off, and you're not pooping every day, if your liver is overworked and its detox pathways not working efficiently, then you can take all these detox supplements, but because your gut and liver are so overworked and overloaded, it's going to cause more reactions on your skin or in your symptoms. We do not want to overburden the organs that are meant to help detox you naturally. That's what your gut and liver does. It's supposed to be able to detox on its own, which is why supporting it is more effective than trying to dump detox supplements onto it. And we use different nutrients and different supplements to help support the detox processes. We don't want to not support it. We need to support it in order to heal your symptoms, but we don't want to start taking a bunch of supplements because that's only going to cause more reactions in some cases. So that's one example, a candida case. You can also over supplement with vitamins as well. There are certain vitamins where you don't want to overdo because it can cause toxicity. These are fat-soluble vitamins because fat-soluble vitamins, they stay in your fat cells. They stay in your cells longer than water-soluble vitamins. Those ones are like B vitamins. If you urinate and you pee, you can see the vitamins come out of your pee. But fat soluble vitamins actually stay in your body longer, so we have to be careful with not over supplementing. For example, vitamin A. I know some people supplement vitamin A to help with their skin, but if you take too much vitamin A, it can actually cause liver damage. Got to be careful with that. Vitamin D is also very popular in people who are trying to heal their gut, try to heal their skin, but over supplementation of vitamin D can lead to hypercalcemia, which leads to symptoms like nausea, weakness, and even kidney problems, which is why you always want to test your levels. And this is what I recommend and do in my practice as well, is to test vitamin D levels to make sure that you're not over supplementing. Then there's also vitamin C and magnesium can also cause adverse reactions. If you take too much vitamin C and too much magnesium, you might notice nausea and diarrhea. And you would think that fiber supplements are really good for you because it helps you poop. But if you take fiber supplements in excess, you can actually cause more constipation, more bloating, and more GI discomfort. So while vitamins and nutrients and minerals and supplements are good for you, there's a level to it. You have to be careful with what you're taking, why you're taking it, and the amounts you're taking as well. Your liver is also responsible for metabolizing both medications and supplements. If you overdo it with supplement, it's going to become overburdened. If it becomes overburdened, then what's going to happen, right? The liver, gut, skin connection. You're going to notice gut issues, liver issues, eczema flares. So please, please, please be careful with doses. One of the most famous examples of how supplements can cause harm to your body is the weight loss supplement, OxyElite Pro. This was a very famous supplement about 10 years ago where people took it to help them lose weight. And on paper and in marketing, you see, wow, like I can just take a supplement, it'll help me lose weight. I don't have to exercise, I don't have to diet as much. And you see all these results. But in 2013, the OxyElite Pro was actually recalled because of cases of liver toxicity in the patients that were taking them. There are more than 50 cases of acute hepatitis and liver injury. Some of these cases were actually fatal, and the patients had to receive a liver transplant. What they found was the cause of the acute liver injury was an herb, a chemical that's found in plant called ageline, but because it was a synthetically produced product from China, they suspected that it may have included other contaminants that may have caused it to be toxic. Anyways, I'm not trying to scare you with this one product that caused damage to people's livers, but I'm just sharing with you that, not all supplements are safe, and you do have to be careful with what you're taking, reading the labels, reading the companies that you're purchasing the supplements from, and obviously working with a healthcare practitioner who's experienced in choosing supplements also as well. It's going to save you time, effort, and the stress around knowing what supplements are actually good and what supplements might not be helpful. So my recommendation when it comes to knowing, are you taking too many supplements? I mean, if you're listening to this podcast episode, you probably are. For me, just for reference, when I am assessing my clients and writing their protocols, there's no more than 5 to 6 supplements at a time. They are never detox supplements. They're always supplements that support what their body is already able to do. For example, your gut is able to digest. Okay, how can we further support it so it digests better? Okay, your liver is a detox organ. Maybe it needs a little bit more support when it comes to detoxing and metabolizing. What can we do to support it in a way that isn't a detox and is just supporting the organs? Remember to consult with a professional. They're going to be able to help you with selecting your supplements. And also remember that at the end of the day, supplements are supplements, right? They're supplementary to your routine. So focus on food first. Try to get nutrient-dense foods as your primary source of vitamins and minerals. Obviously, with the food industry now. We don't get enough nutrients in our food compared to before. If you have chronic inflammation, you need to get more, which is what you get from supplements, but don't use supplement in substitution of your diet. Always try to focus on a nutrient-dense diet first, and then use supplements to target specific root causes. Start with basic supplements. You don't need to take a fancy detox supplement that has 15 ingredients in it. Take what you need. Quality is really important. Choosing reputable brands, like I mentioned. Make sure they're third-party tested for purity and potency. And then lastly, remember that supplements are not a quick fix. They're not meant to fix your nervous system or fix the stress that you have. That's your actual root cause, right? You need to look at your whole body as a picture, look at your diet, look at your exercise, your stress levels, your nervous system, your sleep. All of that comes first before we start loading on supplements. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Okay, I hope this episode provided you some insight on supplements and what you should do and shouldn't do. If you need more support when it comes to supplementation, your root causes, and you're just overwhelmed with your protocol, maybe there's too much on it, this is what I'm here for. I help my clients with not just addressing root causes, but streamlining their protocol, making it easier, less work, more impact is what I'm all about. Then I would love to work with you. You can apply for my different offers in the show notes below. I have my one-to-one private coaching container. That's 6 months of coaching with me. This is for you if you're looking for high-touch coaching, hands-on support, eyes, ears, and attention on your entire case for 6 months, then that would be the best option for you. Otherwise, I have smaller offers like my package services, and what that looks like is working with me one-on-one also, but at a smaller capacity. So a few sessions with me at a time. This is for someone who is more independent. You just want to have a few sessions with me to gain more clarity on your case. Then a package would be best for you. And then lastly, I have my Gut Brain Skin Restoration Club membership. This is now a group only membership. So if you're someone that is just looking for community, you're looking for group support, you want to join our monthly calls and just ask a few questions at a time, then that is an option for you. If you enjoyed this episode, then make sure you leave us a review on Apple iTunes or Spotify. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then leave us a comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.